welcome to my channel. My name is Robin Kiesler and I'm an emotional resiliency coach. This channel is dedicated to helping set women free from whatever is keeping them from fully experiencing life as it exists in their wildest dreams. The thing about experiencing life is that we don't get to skip the hard stuff, right? We're certainly going to experience disappointment and pain and grief and anger and frustration. And so the problem for me is not that we experience those things. The problem that I see is that we so often get stuck in them. We're not always sure what to do with them. And so we end up just avoiding them or re-experiencing them over and over again, or developing destructive coping mechanisms to try and deal with it. And so often what I find is that people get themselves stuck in these mental or emotional ruts. And as they continue to experience anger and grief and resentment and disappointment, and they continually feel anxiety and overwhelm, they eventually reach a point of emotional exhaustion, and that leads to burnout and all the stuff that comes with that. And so it steals our energy and our enthusiasm and our ability to really show up powerfully in our lives so that we can achieve our goals and overcome obstacles. And anytime we set big goals and have big dreams for ourselves, it's going to require emotional resiliency. You're going to experience hard things on the journey of getting to where you want to go. And so what I do is I help people develop the skills necessary to get through those hard times, to process those difficult emotions, to process those difficult experiences and learn from them and then release them. That's the first part, is processing the difficult emotions. So that's step one of emotional resiliency. And then the second part of what I do when it comes to emotional resiliency is, gosh, if resiliency is bouncing back from hard things, what do we bounce back to? What is the baseline? And so sort of choosing, okay, if you're going to teach me how to process pain and anger and frustration and confusion and self-doubt, that sounds great. What do we do once we release those things and move on? What do we move on to? And so that's where we get to choose what we want the emotional makeup of our life to actually look like. And it can be so many things. For some people, it's peace that they want. For some people, it's joy and love. For others, it's determination and motivation. For some, it's adventure and love and curiosity or generosity or contribution or innovation. There's all these different things that we get to choose. What is it that you want to fuel your life? They all feel really different in our bodies, and they all kind of drive us to different results, right? And so that's all going to be based on what your personal dreams are for yourself and for your life, and then we choose the ingredients that are going to help you get there. And so this channel is all about overcoming obstacles, overcoming our traumas, our limiting self-beliefs, processing difficult emotions, cultivating empowering ones, and living the life of your dreams. So it's really fun stuff, and I'm so glad that you're here. And why don't you go ahead and subscribe down the channel below to follow us on our journey as we talk about setting ourselves free from all these emotional and mental ruts and all these wounds and limiting things that are keeping us from achieving our dreams. And then we'll talk about how do we get through the obstacles, and how do we plan, and how do we make our dreams come true? Because I think that's at the end of the day what we all really want, right? Thanks so much for joining me, guys, and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye-bye.